Did you know that 91% of people admit to lying regularly? Not sometimes, not rarely, but regularly. That means deception isn't the exception, it's the norm. So the real question isn't who lies, it's why do we all do it? One reason is simple: self-preservation. When we feel exposed, vulnerable, or at risk, we instinctively protect ourselves. And in those moments, lying can feel like a shield. It protects our image, it buys us time, and sometimes it feels necessary. But not all lies are selfish. Sometimes we lie to protect others. These are what we call white lies, small distortions of truth, meant to avoid hurting someone's feelings, telling someone they look good when they don't, saying everything is fine when it isn't. And interestingly, people who are more empathetic are often more likely to lie for this reason, because they feel more. And sometimes, honesty feels too harsh, so they soften reality. But there's another side to lying. We lie to impress others, to seem more successful, more interesting, more confident. Maybe you've exaggerated a story or stretched the truth just a little, because image matters in relationships, in careers, in social circles. Lying can create an illusion of who we wish we were, but maintaining that illusion can be exhausting. Another powerful reason we lie is stress. When tension rises, confrontation feels overwhelming. So instead of facing the truth, we avoid it. We lie to escape arguments, to avoid consequences, to keep things easy. And in the moment, it works, but only temporarily, because the truth doesn't disappear. It waits. And while we're avoiding it, something else is happening. Lying is changing our brain. The more you lie, the easier it becomes. That guilt you felt the first time, it starts to fade. Your brain adapts. And over time, deception begins to feel normal. But it doesn't stop there. Lies don't stay isolated. They grow. One lie leads to another, and another, until you're maintaining a web of false realities. And eventually, something even stranger happens. You may start believing your own lies. This is known as the illusion of honesty, where the line between truth and fiction begins to blur. And now you're not just deceiving others, you're deceiving yourself. But lying isn't always about fear or ego. Sometimes it's about belonging. Humans are wired for connection. We want to be accepted, to fit in, to feel like we belong. So we adjust. We hide parts of ourselves. We say what others want to hear, not because we're dishonest, but because we're afraid of rejection. Because deep down, being excluded feels like a threat. Lying can also be strategic. People lie to persuade, to sell ideas, to influence others. Think about advertisements, social media, online reviews. Not all deception is obvious. Some of it is subtle, polished, convincing, and that's what makes it powerful. Because when a lie is believable, it spreads. But here's the cost. Lying erodes trust, and trust is the foundation of every relationship. Once it's broken, it's incredibly hard to rebuild. Relationships built on lies often collapse under pressure. Communication weakens, doubt grows, connection fades. Even small lies, when repeated, can turn into something much bigger. And yet, humans are surprisingly good at detecting lies. You've probably felt it before. That subtle feeling that something is off. Psychologists call this lie detection. It's not about reading minds. It's about noticing patterns, over-exaggerated expressions, evasive answers, inconsistent behavior. Your instincts pick up on these signals. So when something feels wrong, it often is. So why do we lie? To protect ourselves, to protect others, to impress, to belong, to escape, to survive. Lying isn't just a flaw, it's part of human nature. But here's the real question. If lying is so natural, how do we choose honesty? Because in a world where almost everyone lies, honesty becomes rare, and that's what makes it powerful.